Right, let's get to work. The show that gets you ready for the week of football that lies ahead has returned to your social media. This is All Things Football. Good afternoon, welcome to it. I'm your host, Apiwe Roto. The show has been since rebranded and known as All Things Football. Football Unpacked, where we unpack everything related to the world of football. Remember to like, comment, remember to hit the like button on YouTube on the Amava Roto network, which was shared on the Facebook page, the Amava Roto and Football Unpacked on your Facebook page. Remember to like and subscribe while you're at it, and of course, ring the bell for notifications of new episodes that premiere every week. Let's hit unpack the stories making headlines in the world of football. Kazam Dong Jr., sporting director of Kaiser Chiefs, has poured water on news on uh, complaints with the comments regarding the signings that Kaiser Chiefs have failed to make over the last few couple of years seasons. He made a response to claim by PSL clubs that PSL clubs make it hard for Kaiser Chiefs to sign quality players. Which he cites are that I don't entertain it. They need us, we need them, according to him. He discussed the business. Now you need to remember that running a club is a business. You're not just running a club, you are also running a business. Hence you get football clubs that are reluctant to release football players on a free, prefer to sell them instead, or loan them out, or put them on the transfer list. There have been reports now, though we spoke about this in the previous episodes, about teams sabotaging Kaiser Chiefs when it comes to buying players. And recent transfer windows, the Ahmad Glamour boys have struggled to sign quality players, with the failure to sign Kanye Samayo, who's now applying his trade in Algeria with CR Belouizdad. Elias Mukwana, who's now in Esperance, and Astro Napolis, who's been linked with Kaiser Chiefs for the longest time, and has expressed desire to play for the club. In an interview with Dr. Kumal, when Coach Dr. Kumal spoke to him, when asked about the Premier Soccer League clubs, whether the clubs exploit them, he was quick to deny it. In a statement, he did say that, I'll briefly quote, as in what he said. To be fair, I don't even entertain that. We're here. All the other clubs are our partners. We are stakeholders in the league. They work together. Hence, every club owner is involved in one way or the other. As far as the PSL is concerned, you have Dr. Ivan Koza, who's the chairman of the PSL, and is also chairman of Orlando Pirates, and also the chairman of Orlando Pirates FC. You have a Kesa Mudong, who's also involved in a big position, along with Mamadou Mashala of Lamontville Golden Arrows, just to mention a few. As statement goes to say, we need each other, they need us, we need them, and it's a situation of us coming to negotiations. He told the media. They will always have their stand-up point. They want to keep their best players, and yes, no one wants to sell their ideal players unless they most likely taking them to Europe. One of those players mentioned was Akram Renas, who's now applying his trade with Sundowns. Uh, if you had to ask me, if anybody coming to ask you sell a Shabalala, I would say no. It's part of negotiation. It's part of the industry. It's part of the business. They have the goals they want to achieve, and we have ours. So it's about us engaging and trying our best to achieve the goals. So we respect them, and we respect them, and they respect us. And it's part of the industry, and you find that worldwide. On to our other story, Super Sports United has confirmed that former Kaiser Chiefs forward and Christian Sile will be joining the Botswana based side. will be joining the Bayside in a swap deal that will see Tashreeq Morris make his way to Nigeria. Now it remains to be seen whether Tashreeq Morris is going to make it as far as Tashreeq Morris is going to make it in tomorrow's NetBank Cup game against Free Agents FC. Kaizer Chiefs take on Free Agents FC in the NetBank Cup round of 32 at the FNB Stadium tomorrow. Kickoff for that fixture is at 6 p.m. Also, I've got a story with regards to the AFCON. I have the teams regarding the AFCON, which I could not bring you last week due to technical glitches that have all 24 teams that have qualified, including those seven COSAFA teams that made it as far as the tournament is concerned. The swap deal now will see Tashreeq Morris, who's currently undergone medical before making his move to Kaizer Chiefs. Christian Sile has struggled to join. The period will now this is a temporal loan deal, which will see him make his way out, with Chippa United and Amazulu having expressed interest in the Congolese defender who struggles to make an impact as far as the Nigeria based side is concerned. As for Sporting United, are currently without the services of Bradley Grobler, who's out on injury without the injury prone striker in Bradley Grobler, and they've turned to Saile to bolster their striking force. The Pretoria-based side has been firing blanks and are yet to score, conceding 5 goals in the process, having lost to Marimo Gallants and Polokwane City by odd goals before losing by 3 goals to 0 to Skokone United. In a statement that Kevin Hunt made, said he is coming after being asked by the Public by Kickoff magazine after the match against Polokwane City. They are yet to score a goal in the last 3. He did say that he does go on to say the area of concern is to put the ball at the back of the net. We create chances, but in this game you have to be scoring, and we haven't scored. Whether you like it or not, you can say whatever you like. You have to score goals. But I know it will happen, added the veteran coach and 4-time league winner. On to our other news. News in is that former Golden Arrows, Mamelodi Sundowns midfielder and coach Papi Zotwana has taken a technical position at Richards Bay FC, the Natal Rich Boys, after making a shocking exit, what was deemed to be a shocking exit, where he served as an assistant to Clinton Lawson, but parted ways right after Owen Dagama took over from Clinton Lawson, who resigned after the exhibition game against the All Stars, which they lost by 3 goals to 0. We have a story. Now let's go on to talk further regarding that story. Makesi FC Owen Dagama head coach Owen Dagama did explain in detail as to why Babi Zotwane and Khaukelo Sokota, who also is said to have left the club, left. The former Orlando Pirates mentor is now part of the technical team at Richards at the Natal Rich Boys. In a statement Tagama made to kick off, Babi received an offer. He says Babi received an offer to become the head coach at Richards Bay, and I wish him all the best. You can't stand in someone's way when better opportunity arises. Yes, there are no issues between me, him, or the club. Regarding former Kaizer Chiefs star, Owen Dagama stated the management and the technical team correctly felt that he might benefit from a change. It's based on performance on the pitch and not related to any disciplinary issues. He has done nothing wrong. However, the arrival of Ncedi Vandala and other players, Horta fell down the packing order. For his career, we thought a change would give him a chance to play. I mean, you can't keep wingers on the roster. Further details will be shared going forward. The draw for the AFCON The draw for the Africa Cup of Nations will take the draw for the Africa Cup of Nations is set to take place, which is going to take place at Rabat and not is expected to take place in Rabat rather, and not Marrakesh, as mentioned last week. All Things Football would like to apologize for that error. We're currently looking for the clubs that have qualified. Now the clubs that now your clubs that you can expect on the draw are your hosts Morocco, back in 2013 runners up, Burkina Faso, five-time winners, and Cameroon, two-time champions Algeria, 1974 winners, Democratic Republic of Congo, who finished fourth in the last tournament, 2019 2021 winners, and Senegal, seven-time winners, the most successful club in the tournament. Egypt are also in, Angola, Equatorial Guinea, defending champions, Cote d'Ivoire, Uganda, 1996 champions, and South Africa, Gabon, 2004 champion winners, and Tunisia, and of course, three-time winners in the Super Eagles of Nigeria. On still speaking about AFCON, Bafana Bafana are said to get a favorable draw as far as the tournament is concerned, in the draw that is to take place in a draw that is said to take place on Monday. On Monday, you can catch it on your World of Champions on SuperSport Variety. On SuperSport Variety 3. Build up for that draw is 7:30. Now the entrants will come with a preferable group seat following their steady rise under Belgian mentor and Coach Hugo Bros. The draw is confirmed for next has been confirmed for Monday in Rabat, Morocco. The tournament will run from the 21st of December to the 18th of January 2026 in Morocco. And point of interest for Bafana Bafana, they will take a place in Pot 2 for the draw. In the last tournament, they made Pot 3. This time they take it up a notch and go to Pot 2, which is an light improvement from the last time, where they went to as they finished third in the last AFCON. With the pot placings determined by the latest FIFA rankings, Bafana Bafana will be behind Morocco, who are ranked 14th, Senegal, who are placed 17th, Egypt, who are 33rd, Algeria, who are 37th, uh, 37th, Nigeria, who are 44th, Cote d'Ivoire, who are in 46th, while Cote d'Ivoire are placed in 46th. I beg your pardon. Pot 2 includes Cameroon, Mali, Tunisia, Cameroon, who are 49th, Mali, who are 51st, and who are 51, I beg your pardon, Tunisia, who are 52, and South Africa 57, DR Congo, who are 61, and Burkina Faso, who are 66. So we might just have a Nigeria in our group. It remains to be seen. That rivalry between that long-standing rivalry, which stems back to 1992, between South Africa and Nigeria, who also took part in the same last tournament semi-final, in which the Super Eagles emerged victorious in a penalty shootout. Part 3 includes Gabon, who lie 84th on your world rankings, while Angola are 85th and Zambia are 88th placed, Uganda, Equatorial Guinea, who are 93rd, and Benin, who are 94th. While the last pot will have Mozambique, who are 96th, Comoros, who are 103rd, Tanzania, who are 106th, Sudan, who are 113th, Zimbabwe, who are 121, and Botswana, who are 136th, making only their second appearance in the AFCON in the prestigious tournament, having made their debut in 2012. Bafana Bafana's group will feature one country from EPOT 1, 3, and 4. CAF will divide the 24 teams into six groups with the top 6, including the host nations, ranked nations seeded in which now the teams that have been seeded together are in the same pot are said to avoid playing are going to avoid playing each other. Bafana make their 12th appearance in the 12th in the competition, making it what making Hugo Bros becomes the only the first coach to take Bafana to their second successive AFCON tournament. Have them looking to take it up a notch after finishing with a bronze, returning with a bronze medal lost the last tournament, which took place in the Ivory Coast. Here's how the results panned out from last week. We take it back to 18th January last week. Golden in the Berry Premiership rather. Golden Arrows took play to Chess Galaxy could not be separated, playing to a 1-0 draw, while Chipper United would play to a 2-0 draw against a 10-man Murumo Gallants. Kaiser Chiefs, Mfundo Villagaz's goal separated Kaiser Chiefs and Skukwena United, putting them in fifth position. Forward, Newcastle fall short to Bournemouth by 4 goals to 1, who've been quite on a roll. West Ham United falling short to fellow London neighbours and Crystal Palace by 2 goals to 0. Brentford when losing 2-0 to Liverpool, while Arsenal and Aston Villa could not be separated, played into a 2-0 draw after Aston Villa came down from 2 goals behind. Unai Emery facing his former employers, Leicester City, the sixth successive defeat to Fulham, losing by 2 goals to 0. Nottingham Forest beaten by too strong for Southampton, winning by 3 goals to 2. Sunday saw Everton get their first win under David Moyes by 3 goals to 2 against Tottenham Hotspur. Manchester United losing by 3 goals to 1 to Brighton Hove and Albion, and Ipswich Town falling short to Manchester City by 6 goals to 0. Monday night's football saw Chelsea falling short to Wolves, for beating Wolves by 3 goals to 1. UEFA Champions League results. AS Monaco were too strong for Aston Villa, beating them by an odd goal. Atalanta beating Sturm Graz by 5 goals to 0. Slaven Bratislava were beaten by VfB Stuttgart by VfB Stuttgart by 3 goals to 1. The only game not to give us goals was Club Brugge and Juventus playing to a goalless draw, and which finished in a goalless draw. Liverpool beating Lille by 2 goals to 1. Bologna beating Borussia Dortmund by 2 goals to 1. PSV Eindhoven beating Verona Zvezda by 3 goals to 2 in Belgrade. Atletico Madrid coming from a goal down against Bayer Leverkusen to win by 2 goals to 1. Benfica beaten by Barcelona, who had to come from 4-2 to win by 5 goals to 4. In another match, we saw in Wednesday's fixtures, day 7, we saw continued on Wednesday, day 2, which saw Leipzig beating Sporting Lisbon by 2 goals to 1. Shakhtar Donetsk beating Stade de Brestois by 2 goals to 0. Arsenal beating Dynamo Zagreb by 3 goals to 0. Real Madrid putting 5 past Salzburg, winning by 5 goals to 1. Celtic beating Young Boys by that odd goal. Paris Saint-Germain came from 2 goals down to win by 4 goals to 2 against Manchester City, 2023 winners. Sparta Praha falling short by that odd goal to Inter Milan by 1-0. Feyenoord did the unthinkable, beating Bayern Munich by 3 goals to 0, while AC Milan beat Girona by an odd goal. Here's how things look as far as the Champions League phase table. Barcelona, Liverpool are the first to hit 100% record as far as the Champions League is concerned in the first ever league format, making them the first team to qualify for the knockout stages, followed by Barcelona, who are also who are currently on 18 points. And Arsenal are currently 16th, while Inter are also 16th. Atletico Madrid are 5th and 15 points, alongside AC Milan. Atalanta are 14th, while Bayer Leverkusen are finish on 13 points in 8th position. Now, this is how the situation is going to work. Number 1 to number 8 automatically qualify. automatically qualify for the round of 16, while number 9 to 24 will have to fight for their playoff lives. Manchester City currently lie 26th with 8 points alongside Dinamo Zagreb and Shakhtar, and they'll have to fight for their playoff lives. And as far as match day 8 is concerned, which takes place on Wednesday, the 29th of January, which will see all 18 games live simultaneously at 10 p.m. I'll give you an update on what you can expect as far as that is concerned. While Bologna, Young Boys, Slaven Bratislava, and Salzburg and Sturm Graz and Red Star Slovena's Vesta are currently eliminated. Here's what you can expect as far as this week is concerned. Of course, the Nedbank Cup kicked off the Battery Premiership. We finished off on Thursday with Amazulu falling short to Stellenbosch rather, by 5 goals to 0. The Nedbank Cup kicked off last night with Merrimack Gallants winning by that odd goal towards the end, towards injury time. Round of 32 continues today with Golden Arrows taking on Chippa United. Venda Football Academy takes on Cape Town Spurs. And Umvoti welcome Baroka FC. Lerumo Lions take on Durban City. Mamelodi Sundowns take on Sibanye Golden Stars. Tomorrow we see Penny Home Defenders to welcome Hungry Lions. Richards Bay take on Orlando Pirates, or Polokwane City take on the Bees FC. Kaiser Chiefs welcome Free Agents FC at the FNBC. Kickoff for that fixture is at 6 p.m. Skukune United will face Cape Town City on Monday in an all PSL game. While on Tuesday we see Stellenbosch welcome Kruger United. Amazulu take on the Mighty Eagles, while Supersport United travel to Magesi FC. Wednesday we'll see 2019 winners TS Galaxy welcome Vasco da Gama, who now apply their trade in the second division. In the second division. Saturday 25th of January, which is today, Brighton, the first game of the day, Brighton will take on Everton. Liverpool will welcome Ipswich Town, while Southampton take on Newcastle. Wolves take on Arsenal. Wolves welcome Arsenal. Bournemouth take on Nottingham Forest. Manchester City take on Chelsea in a much anticipated encounter. Tomorrow we'll see Tottenham take on Leicester. Crystal Palace will take on Brentford in a London derby. This is a repeat of match day 1, by the way. Aston Villa will welcome West Ham, while Fulham will take on Manchester United. UEFA Champions League fixtures, match day 8. We'll see PSV Eindhoven take on Liverpool. Bayern Munich will take on Slovan Bratislava. Borussia Dortmund welcomes Shakhtar Donetsk. Bayer Leverkusen welcomes Sparta Praha, while Arsenal travel to Girona. FC Barcelona welcome Atalanta. Real Madrid travel to start the Brestois. Manchester City take on Club Brugge. Young Boys welcomes Rennes Vesta. Lille take on Feyenoord. Benfica travel to Juventus. Aston Villa welcomes Celtic. Dinamo Zagreb welcome AC Milan. Inter Milan take on Monaco, while Sturm Graz take on, who are already eliminated, will take on RB Leipzig, who are also eliminated. RB Salzburg will take on Atletico Madrid, and Sporting Lisbon will welcome Barcelona, while we conclude that game, or we conclude with VfB Stuttgart taking on French champions Paris Saint-Germain. Those games kick off at 10 p.m. on Wednesday, the 29th of January. Now, to the top, those who finish in the top 8 will automatically advance to the round of 16, while 9 to 24 will play for their top playoff lives. Should I say 9 to 27th will fight for their playoff lives, while the rest will be eliminated, which will see the 8 those who finish in the top 8 as far the 8 teams that make it past that phase and complete the round of 16, while the rest will be eliminated. And that's all we have time for as far as All Things Football for the week. All Things Football brings you the Soweto Derby exclusive next week on the episode on All Things Football or Football Unpacked. That's how we now know the program. All Things Football Unpacked, that's the name of the show. The show has since been rebranded Let's talk all things football next week. Let's talk all things Toyota Derby, the stats, and everything you need to know. Look out for the Facebook page for all the stories and the new episode, which I'll leak as far as soon as this show is done. Let's give it a name and call it a night. Enjoy the football. Take care of yourselves and each other. Cheers.